What's good? What's good? It's your man, Server Can't tell you what it do. I'm gonna drop this real quick before I get ready to head on out to work. I should have did this shit earlier, but I was tired as fuck. But shouts out to everybody. Y'all the truth. This is the HHN special report. And get off to some rapid fire news real quick about the Curry Holcomb and well not Curry Holcomb, but Every Spears and Ice Cube situation. And for those that didn't see what's going on, Every Spears said he don't like none of Ice Cube's work. I'm like, as much as I want to blame him for being part of that gangster rap shit, you can't deny the fact that he wrote for NWA. He motherfucker dropped one of the top 5 diss tracks of all fucking time. He had Gorillas in the Mist. This motherfucker dropped the Friday franchise and started a Big 3 basketball league. Yo, those niggas are pioneer. Now, I kind of understood where Every Spears was coming from when he said, like, who's the greatest of all time. He think lyricist. He's saying Ice Cube ain't lyrical. Now, what Every Spears should have did was spit more than the same bullshit as one line bar and go into like in depth on syllables and the way you format your verse. You know, like he should have went more in depth in that. He should have got Cassidy to come up and explain what the fuck Every Spears was talking about, because obviously Cassidy know his shit. He's a lyricist. But in my opinion, Ice Cube is a great rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he on the borderline of lyrical? I could probably say yeah, but me, I rate shit vocab, style, delivery, versatility, and the message. So sometimes humor, but vocab, style, delivery, versatility, and the message. Ice Cube had a message. That nigga had great delivery. Little bit of vocab. The West Coast style. Versatility, no, because he don't rap fast. So if I can give him 4 out of 5, you know, he's a lyricist. Or even if I give him 3 out of 5, you know, like he still gets it. You know, and then this motherfucker was talking about today was a good day. I'm like, nigga, that's one of the greatest songs of all time. 2, it's just a laid back version of Children's Story by Slick Rick. If anybody want to be technical, he went into a storytelling thing. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kind of odd. No barking from the dogs, no small. Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. You know what I'm saying? That's what motherfuckers grew up to. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody grew up to that, but you know, some have and they can relate. But it was a lot of backlash. Now, Ice Cube came back and called him a sucker and said, like, nigga, you ain't funny and all that shit. And then Every Spears went to go run and play victim. Now we have some footage of Corey Holcomb going in. This is rapid fire news. And Corey Holcomb has some words. We're going to just play a little bit, then we're going to get on into the show. Shouts out to In the Groove. One nation under a groove. I think it's number 9. I hope this shit works. Okay, hold on. He is so glad. Hold on, let us go back. While others keep working. This ain't just some celebrity drama. This is a teachable moment on ego, legacy, and why clout can't replace real character. Now I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I want you to like, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
I did not want to bring this person up. However, it is a story right now that's out there. Do I call him the Gooey Raccoon, or do I actually say his name?
Fuck, Nick. I mean, Richard don't probably know what you're talking about yet, but I saw that deplorable shit.
Okay. Well,
He played victim right after
yes,
that.
he said.
He got backlash, but he's so glad his name is in the YouTube rotation.
And that's what I think too. That's what
he is so glad.
Yeah. So
Fuck ass nigga.
okay, so good.
Came up here and so beat your ass. Talk about why they calling me a sucker. Got your ass whooped. Got a lawyer for ass whooping by one man. What he call you?
He asked her, "Are you Asian?" I was like, "What? I'm Mexican." "Oh, you're Mexican?" I was like, "What?"
You took a bet to your wife. Now tell me I'm lying.
Much love. The crystal is cool. I'm trying to stay cool. It's hot as hell in Detroit. It is 96 degrees in the shade. We hot, oh yeah, in the shade. 96 degrees in the shade. We hot, oh yeah, in the shade. Go in my Jamaican bag real quick. It's hot as hell. Much love, much love.
You some real sucker, boy.
Anyway, so yeah, so that story's out
Acting
there.
like you ain't a sucker. You the definition of sucker.
Yeah, talking about he can't get opinions. Now people are. He said what he based. This is what he said.
You get an independent about looking at a boy in a bathtub. You's a weirdo, boy.
Exactly.
Do yourself a favor and end it all.
He said
Damn.
apparently I'm the poster child for the world's biggest hater.
We ain't even said his name.
No, I almost just didn't want it. It was just bad taste in my mouth. But people know.
Somebody say he got eyes like Cujo.
I can't. Anyway.
You know, some people are
He took an elbow sandwich on the 5150 show.
some people
Gonna play a kid, but my old high school.
You can actually say you don't care for somebody.
you can actually not comment
at all.
That's
But
what's
he
up.
elaborated on it. That was my thing. So
too many times when people elaborate, all they do is elucidate how
He
much
ain't
of a
even said the
fool
full
they
name, and we already know.
And isn't
no, exactly, because it's just like
this is something happening with a lot of people right now, though. A lot of people are just talking and running themselves into the dirt, not realizing just stop talking. Just please. I mean,
Boy, they
really,
gave you a pass, dog. They was ready to slap the shit out your ass.
man, some people just have to really learn that, you know what, it's actually okay that I don't talk about this. I can actually be quiet. Matter of fact, let me go and figure out something to build or something to do, something productive, and not always have an opinion. Today, the internet is going after everybody. Everybody's going after everybody. Comment section full of people talking. Everybody getting on the camera talking. I'm mad. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do a video. Stop talking. People are overly stimulated with social media, and so their emotions are all over the damn place. They feel like I gotta say something. I gotta just relax because everybody's words are coming back to bite them in the behind.
You kissed a man in the mouth on a video and said, "Wow,
with oil over.
you're the super sucker."
Now people are like, you didn't even say. We said, I don't want to repeat. You can go look it up. It's all over the.
Talk about the gooey raccoon.
Yeah, so go ahead. You can,
The dude who got beat up and ran off the internet for 6 months and came back peeping through a little internet camera like, "Hey, y'all, can I come back?" You a sucker.
You know, if people just got out here and worked, like okay, you do stand up. The majority of what you do is in real life in front of people.
I emphasize again, it is free to join my community.
Oh, we got an ad that popped up. I hate this ad.
Techniques and strategies.
You do stand up. The majority of what you do is in real life in front of people. From my understanding, as far as when you go on tours, you are in front of the people. This is something I respect. I respect people who work, who go out here and get it, who go out here and connect with the people, do the work with the people. Those people will always be successful. They will always have something going. They will always be building. If you stay on the internet talking all the time, then you'll be known for a talker on the internet. That's what you'll be known for. That's as far as your reputation will go. You'll be about this big. But you have to get out here and build among the people. The only thing I tell people is you may have a lot of haters, but do they outwork you?
How about that?
Can they outwork you?
How about that? I put together my own productions, and I know this is leading to something that will be way bigger than what that Gloria was trying to offer. He's a straight lame, dog. I can't believe he came on afterwards trying to act like people are not doing right by him. You's a sucker, homie. Go on those safe podcasts and talk crap.
Hello, Philly, yo, G.
Big boy, them did you a solid. Big boy, that was like, should we let this fool out of here? What this fool think? Man, you disrespected somebody who is responsible for helping so many comedians get up in the game, and you mad because he didn't pick you. That's where all that came from. And the reason he didn't pick you, homie, is because, as my man Eddie Kane Jr. said, you almost my player. Well, guess what? You ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. You ain't got it. You ain't got it, dog.
I'm not crying over a man who don't like me.
Okay.
I will never in my life complain or cry because a man doesn't like me or whatnot, but I will have to take responsibility for what my words have caused. If I'm going to be a real man, I have to be responsible for what my words create. If I open my mouth and say something that's wrong, that's idiotic, that's emotional as hell, that's just totally non-productive, okay, then I have to take responsibility for the backlash that I receive. Take it like a man, come out, apologize, and then go back and do better.
Yeah, because ain't no way nobody can say that Ice Cube is garbage. That nigga cold. This motherfucker Ice Cube came out with saying, nigga, after he left NWA, nigga motherfucker made no Vaseline. This nigga was going at the government. Like, yo, fuck Bill and Hillary. Ice Cube, and they don't kill it, B. Him and Scarface killed that shit. The motherfucking War and Peace album, it was a 2-disc album. War and Peace. War and Peace. Don Mega, nigga. He's like, motherfucker trying to blow me up, man. So who the fuck is this? It's a Don Mega, nigga. What do you think? Nigga made the song green. Give me everything that I need. How you gonna deal with the niggas that I feed? Nigga made the song, all I want to do is have fun with my loved ones. Loved ones, relatives, and my cousins. Come on, man. All you want to do is just chill. Nigga motherfucking made the West Side Connection. Bloods and Crips working together. Mac 10 and Dub C. And Cube in the middle of the group. Just motherfucking dropping bangers. By that. You know what I'm saying? But when gangster rap started, it shut down Fight the Power. It shut down that Chuck D shit. But I still listen to gangster rap because it's the other side of the coin of the conscious shit. And these same conscious motherfuckers lived in the same hood that the gangster rappers was talking about. It's just what you do while you in the hood. It's like, all right, are you focusing on trying to get out and come back and rebuild and give back? Or are you just going to keep on taking from the hood? You're going to do your ass like that old nigga did Nino Brown. But we on to the next video. On to the next video. Like, that was just some rapid fire news real quick. Israel. Yeah, I think you talk about Israel first. No, we're gonna talk about fuck it, we're gonna do Israel first. Israel was on some bullshit. This leprechaun is on acid. We at the Jimmy Dore show, y'all. All right.
Let's just show you this so you can see what the face of evil is. This is evil. This is Hitler-esque evil. I think at this stage, he says, the only thing you should be sending to Gaza is shells.
Yep, that's what the guy from Israel said.
Conquer and encourage immigration. Another term for that is ethnic cleansing. Have you seen the headline? It started yesterday. Netanyahu allows humanitarian pause. Increased aid to Gaza. Really? And he's going to have a humanitarian pause? Well, I'm sure it's cool to take him at his word. I mean, Netanyahu was on Nelk Boys, so it's totally real.
The Nelk Boys looked into his eyes and felt he was telling the truth.
This is a very rare change in policy. Israel has decided to cease temporarily the humanitarian aid coming into Gaza. And when I say cease temporarily, I mean they never had any intention of doing anything but killing everybody everywhere.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing. Starting at 10 a.m. Sunday, that was yesterday. So today's Monday, that was yesterday. The IDF implemented a temporary humanitarian pause in several areas of the Gaza Strip, including the north, to facilitate the delivery of aid. Really? I don't think so. Just in, Israel Minister Ben-Gvir calls Netanyahu morally bankrupt for allowing aid into Gaza and demands that the starvation of Palestinians continue. The only thing to send into Gaza is shells. You want to hear him say it?
You know? And like I said, the only people that suffer in these fucking bullshit wars are the citizens. You know, it's like, bring some more shells. You love blowing up shit. You love just killing people. And, you know, just sitting back and just thinking about it, just like, why would anybody just want to wake up and be like, I feel like killing millions of people? You know, like, it's fucked up. And then when you call them out on the bullshit, they fucking shut your whole fucking network down. Channel, block, delete, demonetize you. Some you get arrested, some you get silenced. It's fucking crazy. But these evil people run the world, and yet we still gotta believe in that fake ass Jesus. Jesus, come down and save us. I know there's people praying like, Lord, make this world a better place. It's not happening. It's not happening. God is a sadist. A sadist. A person that loves to watch us suffer. Did he call Earth his footstool? You know what a footstool is? It's a flat Earth debunked. Shouts out. Shouts out to Jordan Abundance. What's good? I'm having a bad week so far, y'all. Let me tell you something. Try waking up every day and fighting the urge to not blow your own fucking head off. That's me. You know what keeps me going? Each and every one of y'all. Knowing that I have to put my revolutionary extremist skills to save the people for the revolution. For those that want to fight. But yeah. You know, like I understand the week. It's like, yo, kind of going through some shit too, but like it's mostly trying not to murk my little brother. That's all. That's all. You know, the motherfucker's a thief. The motherfucker's a thief. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker's a liar, thief, scammer, gaslighter. Motherfucking uncle called me from his daddy's side. Talking about, you know, the nigga was over here. He rummaged through my shit and stole some shoes and tools. Last time he was over here, this nigga stole my money. Now, I don't give a fuck if it was 4 pennies. Nigga stole $4, but nigga, I don't give a fuck if it was 4 pennies. Nigga, you steal it. So, he ain't coming back here no more. And I wanted to open up that door and just shoot that nigga in the face. But I told him, I was like, man, I don't have to answer the door for you. I could open up the door, beat your ass, open up the door, stab your ass, or open up the door, shoot your ass. Or I could just call the police. You know, but to maintain my peace, I don't have to answer the fucking door. So people will probably think, yeah, that's the right thing to do, Kane. But inside, in my mind, I want to kill that motherfucker. Keep your head up. Got to keep your head up. Mm-hmm. Keep on pushing. That's right. Keep on pushing forward. That's right. Shouts out to Wraith. You already know. Not worth it, Kane. I know. It's not worth it. Because I got to preserve this energy to take out the police and the feds and the motherfucking UN troops. About to go quiet sleep for 2 days. Real shit. I feel you. Sometimes the shit is draining and you might need like a day or two of rest. Or call a fine breezy over, pay a couple dollars, and feel relaxed. Get a massage. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about getting a massage. You know. But if she wants the happy ending, you make sure you pay the extra. There you got better motherfuckers to fry. Exactly. Shouts out to Relentless. Salute.
I think we're officially at the evil turns on itself phase of Zionism and Golem leadership. I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. It is morally bankrupt approach. While our hostages are in Gaza, our prime minister is sending humanitarian aid to Gaza. I think at this stage, the only thing you should be sending is Gaza is shells, bomb, conquer, encourage immigration, and win the war.
Deal with. They're going to send shells to Hamas so that Hamas can attack again and they can do the same thing so they can kill more people. How about that? They sent them shells the first time. That's what Netanyahu did.
So that's all they're doing. The Israeli regime.
Yep.
So
We need some land and some
You
chickens.
see this guy as an Israeli minister and say it's morally bankrupt to give aid to starving children.
Yeah.
And he said, what we should do is just bomb them.
Well, he's after Rick.
He said it's morally bankrupt to give aid to starving children. Let's just bomb them. Like the big new Brzezinski said back in the day, it was easy to control 1 million people than to kill 1 million people. Nowadays, it's infinitely easy to kill 1 million people than to control. They don't give a fuck, man. We live in a world full of, just like my song say, murderers, liars, thieves, run the world. Powers that be, they run the world. Tell me why they run the world. That's off my not Gotta Fire. Flood the Game, Volume 1 on my Flood series, on the Flood series album. I need to go back and redo some songs for Flood the System Volume 2. Because that's when I first got the band lab. You can hear the difference in Flood the System Volume 2 compared to Volume 3, 4, 5, and 6. You could tell I was getting better at working at the band lab shit. But I got to redo shit anyway because they hold me on my original band lab. So now I'm at Hurricane JW. That's my backup page on band lab. So, go there, send my messages there, or just hit my email up. Yeah. These all ain't loyal. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, follow, and obey. That's for those who play Borderlands 3. That was the girl, Tyrene, the fucking God Queen. God Queen, Tyrene, and she had a brother named Troy, God King Troy. Like, I hated those bad guys. It's all about Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2. That was my nigga. Handsome Jack is the shit. But that's a whole other motherfucking story.
You understand? Hitler shit.
This is a guy who was originally, 15 years ago, the Israeli government declared that he was a terrorist.
Yeah, his group assassinated the prime minister of Israel.
Yeah.
And Netanyahu is so corrupt, he ran into the arms of a terrorist, according to Israel and America. That Fox is not going to mention that that's who backs it.
That's right.
A little bit even worse than Peter Thiel as far as an outright psychopath.
Hard to believe such an attractive person could be so gross inside.
I was just look at this swarthy drink of water. It's too bad.
So there he is. It is morally bankrupt approach.
Much love, so am I. What's the temperature in your city? Because it's 96 degrees in the shade. We hot, oh yeah, in the shade. Sing it with me. 96 degrees in the shade. I forgot who sing that shit. We are, oh yeah, in the shade. It's hot as hell over here in Detroit.
While our hostages are in Gaza, while our prime minister is sending humanitarian aid to Gaza.
Yeah, why don't you just
So
shell
we
the
can start
hostages?
a million
What you
people.
want?
That's what he's saying. That is the face of evil, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That is the
Join Planet Fitness
Gotta
today and
add.
save. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Offer ends July 31st.
The hostages are starving too if they're being held and
Yeah.
you're not sending the aid.
Yeah.
So he's saying Holocaust means sacrifice, by the way. That's what that means. It means burnt off, right? So you're literally saying the right thing to do is to Holocaust your own people.
It's almost midnight over her. That means it's a beautiful night. The wind blowing, beautiful night sky. It's probably a quarter moon out there, chilling on the water, sipping some wine, listening to Sade on repeat. It's a quiet storm, giving us something. It's always hot in Detroit. I got that lake effect, yeah. You even had that lake effect snow to make it extra colder too. Oh shit. I think my shit fucking up. God damn it. See, that's that bullshit. I can't have no fucking good day without this shit fucking up. Ain't this a bitch? Let me know if y'all hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all hear me. I pop over there live and go live as well. That's what's up. Sade is always on point, especially at night. You damn right. You goddamn right. Walter White.
Shows. That's amazing.
I think
Good work, everyone.
I was just showing you this so you can see what the face of evil is. This is evil.
Cool, y'all can hear me. That's what's up. Thank you.
I think at this stage, he says, the only thing you should be sending to Gaza is shells. To bomb, to conquer, and encourage immigration. Another term for that is ethnic cleansing.
Right. He actually just said that just motherfucker, just bring us some shells so we can just start killing.
And we win the war.
Where do they immigrate to? Well, here, they immigrate to here, and then we have a nice terrorism industry of fear of that. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll pay for you to do that too. We'll take it. Let us take it all on.
The Israeli regime declared a humanitarian pause in Gaza, then unleashed its heaviest bombing on Gaza City and gunned down Palestinians waiting for aid. Another bloody reminder that its ceasefire promises mean nothing.
Wow. Well, at least Ukraine's going well.
So,
at least Trump said Ukraine more tomorrow. In one day.
It's so they're just trying to normalize this stuff. That's what. So when you see this guy with a suit coat on and a button-down shirt and glasses, he's just trying to normalize atrocities by having someone speak assertively about how they must do it. But that's all falling apart now. They did it too much, and now everyone sees who these people are. They won't say it all. They won't all say it, but everyone's thinking it. These people are the...
I'm going to say Israel is evil as shit. How about that? Yeah, how about that? Catch me outside. How about that? How about this? I'm not saying baby hats no more. We having a strike party. I'm going to say Jews. Fuck the Jews and fuck the judicial system. How about that? On some stone cold shit. I'm going to say what I want, when I want, and how I want. Like real shit. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit. And that's the bottom line, because Hurricane, the Style Master, said so.
Face of evil. Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm just like shocked that they're openly explaining, oh, they have...
For the record, I might get a strike today. But if I get that strike today, I will be at Hurricane JW2. Make sure you spread the word. Subscribe over there to that channel. Because I think I'm at 50 views. I think I could be able to go live over there. So I need some subs just in case they get rid of this one. I got a community guideline strike and a motherfucking copyright. It's community guideline strike for a fucking post. I bet it was about Lizzo and that bitch ass statue. And like the other one was what the fuck? Copyright claim warning or some shit like that. I'm not really sure. I know I got 2 things on my motherfucking shit. But that's all I do though. Yeah. Well, my other channel is Hurricane JW2. So there's put Hurricane JW and just put a 2 next to it. Yeah, I think I got the gray hoodie on over there. Over here, I'm rocking the Grove Street green. Grove Street family is ready to do damage. What's good? Octavius Prime, leader of the Autobots. Bet. Yeah. Get them subs up over there. Yeah, I made that channel right after they motherfucking got rid of this channel a couple years ago. They motherfucking nuked this channel from existence. And I left one little motherfucker appeal, and I left a paragraph like, yo, y'all motherfuckers did some wrong shit. Y'all need to check my shit again. But I might be talking to a motherfucking bot. So whoever hears this, look at my shit. And I said, fuck it. Went to my next channel and just started dropping music. I get a word back in maybe like 3 or 4 weeks or some shit, 3 or 4 weeks. And it was like, My name is Michael. Yes, we reviewed your channel. And yes, we're going to bring that shit back. I forgot what he said. But he brought me back with 2 strikes, though. So I'm like, God damn, I got to tread lightly. But I didn't. I was running on that thin line like a ninja, like, bitch.
Hostages. What's the big selling point? Israel keeps Jews safe.
No, there's nothing that has made Jews less safe in the world than Israel.
Oh, and Netanyahu tested the COVID vaccine from Pfizer on you first.
That I don't know.
You were the guinea pigs in Israel.
I think it's something new.
Medical experiment. Like Mengele used to do. That's what Israel does for Jews.
Oh yeah, my other channel is Hurricane JW2. So just put a Hurricane JW and put a 2 next to it. Yeah, that's my second channel. You know, just in case that they get rid of me from over here for saying the word Jew. Distal system. I am number one, no matter if I'm not in the day, no down about it. I am number one. What does it take to be number one? Man, that's Nelly's hardest song. Pause. That's one of Nelly's coldest songs ever. He started off, you better watch it. You talking about running your mouth like you know me. I'm like, oh, this shit cold. And he had the nigga with the guitar playing too. I was like, that shit cold. All the pressure you apply, it's time to ease on. YouTube calls it fans. It's like you're a top fan. The more you type in the chat. Oh, okay. So that's what that is. All right. That's what's up. You got some information. Learn something every day. How they going to add that but take away me playing my music during my lives? That's some bullshit. They're going to take away a nice feature to give us a bullshitter. That's some bullshit.
So when you see them say that they're doing a humanitarian pause, that's just Netanyahu speak for we're reloading.
We're reloading.
And anyone still defending Israel now no longer has the excuse of being ignorant. They're just evil pieces of it. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. That's what you are. You're just evil. There's a big evil part of you that you're showing to the world.
Well, be fair. It took me 20 years to figure out the whole Iraq invasion. Okay. It did take me quite some time because
but that was before YouTube. That was before Facebook. That was before TikTok and Twitter. And so now there's no excuse. It's out there. You can't avoid it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's shows like this. So that's what I'm saying. So back in 2001, you had to. All we had was the mainstream media.
Wait, here's the best part. TikTok, the thing that liars say is China, but really it's Larry Ellison got the info. That greedy scum.
Okay, now I have a new name to look up. Larry Ellis. Welcome to the motherfucking Hurricane shit list. Scratch off the S.
TikTok worked. All the kids found out. And I would bet you anything is because Larry Ellison, this scumbag who was getting all the information, didn't even think about it or care. And now they're hyperventilating about TikTok and believing China.
See, it's in Oxnard, California.
All right. Here we got another video. That's the Jimmy Dore show. I think we might go back to Jimmy. Hold on. Pause. For saying the word Jimmy. You're killing me with this shit. Can't even say Jimmy no more. Yeah. I should do the Fauci shit last. All right. Guess what? They just passed a new social media bill, y'all. Now, remember I told y'all on many lives that the UN, the United Nations, the one that's above all this bullshit, the United Nations and the WEF, they said they are declaring war on conspiracy theorists. I covered this many times, said it many times. They're trying to get a bill. Well, fuck the bullshit. Brand new social media bill is here, ain't going nowhere. Social media bill. See, I always said there is bigger problems going on in the world, but yet the United Nations and the WEF cares about what comes out of our mouth. Pause. They care if we trust them or not. Like, y'all are the sponsors of our governments. For example, y'all watch NASCAR. Y'all see the uniform that the NASCAR driver is wearing with all the sponsors? Picture a president with all the fucking sponsors on their suit.
People having thoughts that we don't like is unacceptable. People having thoughts that we don't like is unacceptable. That's what he's saying. You're not allowed to hate stuff. You're not allowed to hate Zionism or Israel or genocide or any of that stuff or their
Good
control
job,
of our
Netherlands.
government. You're not allowed to hate that. That's called hate speech. So the censors are at it again, and of course it's the ADL, which is the American Defamation League, right, or Anti-Defamation League, and
There go to ADL again, Anti-Defamation League. Those bastards.
so basically they're ironically named because what they do is they defame anybody who tells the truth about Israel, they defame them and call them an anti-Semite.
Yeah. Anybody talk shit about Israel, they come to your house or they come to your job and be like, fire that motherfucker. Oh, Nick Cannon talking shit. He about to lose wilding out. And then this nigga did a 180 real quick. I need to do more research. I need to, like, nigga. What you said with Professor Griff, there was no lie. But here's the funny shit. They ain't go after Professor Griff because Professor Griff, excuse me, will blast your ass. Nigga, this is scholarship you can't refute. Motherfucking Nick Cannon is a pussy. He should have stood on his shit, lost wilding out like a man, and used his millions and millions of dollars to open up his own wilding out, start his own shit, and bring his crew with him. You know, he got millions of dollars, round up some motherfucking allies, and motherfucking make your own motherfucking channel or website or your own cable station. Nick Cannon could have been did that years ago. But no, you want to be on MTV and all these other places. Like, no, nigga, you know that shit ran by the Jews? Yes, I'm saying Jews. I'm not saying small hats or baby hats no more. But if I'm on other platforms, I will say baby hats and small hats or whatever, just to make sure that they don't get demonetized. But like at the end of the day, it's fuck it all. All right? I don't give a flying waka flock of flaming fuck anymore. I don't give a Jean-Claude Van Damme any fucking more. Fuck this platform. Fuck the government. Fuck big tech. Fuck big pharma. Fuck Dr. fucking Fauci. Fuck the president. And fuck the queen and king or whatever fucking shit they in. I don't give a shit. This is the HHN special report.
So the Anti-Defamation League is actually the Pro-Defamation League, and they're like the boy who cried wolf, and they've wrecked the word. The term anti-Semitism is more burned out than Gary Busey at Burning Man. Okay. And here's it is: AIPAC funded reps. So Josh, a Democrat from New Jersey,
Salute.
and Don Bacon,
Furious
Republican from New England or Nebraska, introduced ADL-backed Stop the Hate. That's what it's called. Stop the Hate Act. And if anybody knows AIPAC, their hatred of hatred is world renowned.
Yeah.
In fact, they'll start World War III to stop hatred. They'll assassinate hateful people with impunity and take out their entire family just to play it safe. That's how much they hate.
They'll kill their kids to stop hatred.
And so every day, social media companies, they're going to pass this bill, Stop Hate Act, to censor the internet and suppress anti-Semitism. Every day, social media companies fail to comply with their demands will result in a $5 million fine.
Right. Oh, if you don't do it, we're going to find you. If you don't do it, we're going to make your life a living hell. These same type of extortionists that was coming to video game companies and saying, if you don't put this agenda in your games, we're going to fine you or make your life a living hell. Fuck these people, man. They're taking away freedom of speech and freedom of expression. I have every right to say I hate this fucking government. I hate Israel. I hate this whole fucking bullshit system. I have every right to say that. But no, I gotta go along to get along. Oh no, I gotta suffer in silence. No, nigga, that's what's gonna create nationwide killers. And we're gonna motherfucking murk government officials, motherfucking Jews, motherfucking healthcare CEOs. This is why they got rid of my motherfucking post when I showed all the motherfucking Jews that was part of the COVID vaccine bullshit. Oh yeah, they're definitely going to give motherfucking a strike for this channel. I already fucking know it. I'll be up to 2. But one strike will go away next month. But who gives a shit? I got a second channel. But if they take away that too, then oh well. Watch the news, because I'm about to start shooting shit. Anyway, allegedly, sooner or later, I won't be saying that fucking word no more. At the end of the day, I played ball, pause. I've adapted to this shit. I learned podcast etiquette. I've learned to not be radical extreme on most platforms I go to and chill. I learned it all. Now it's time to just explode.
So this is $5 million fine to a media company that doesn't follow the rules set by APAC. I'm not saying
Right.
I'm not saying that this is going to backfire epically.
Right.
I would not want to be the people who made this legislation for the foreseeable future. Here it is. Want to hear it?
Yeah. Legislation requires social media companies release detailed public reports of violations of their terms of service and to outline how they're addressing these violations, which includes the use of their platforms by terrorist groups. Every day, companies go.
The use of their platforms by terrorist groups.
By terrorist groups. Meaning me. Meaning you. If we are against whatever the system is in place. This is an attack on people. And the sheeple, they don't even know they're being attacked. They don't even know they sheep. But some Christian sheep is, I'm happy to be a sheep because Jesus is my shepherd. Good luck with that. Sheep will be herded like cattle. And I have a saying, and I don't know who made it up, but if it was me, then I'm a pioneer of this shit. Sheeps are meant to be slaughtered. Simple.
Isn't the IDF a terrorist group? Aren't they committing a genocide right now? Is that not terrorism? What? And so terrorist groups, and also AKA people we don't like.
Al Qaeda's okay though, right?
Al Qaeda, right? Yeah. The head of Al Qaeda in Syria is now the head of Syria, and Trump loves him. So he got taken off that terrorism list. You know what they put on that terrorism list? The rapporteur for Israel from the UN. The woman who told you the truth about the genocide and the starvation that's happening. She's now a terrorist, but the head of Al Qaeda is not a terrorist. Let that sink in.
Yeah, a chick that was on the UN, our enemies, got tired of the bullshit and told the truth. Now this bitch is on the terrorist list. Wow. If they put her on there for telling the truth, then I know I'm on that motherfucker. And so are you. Because it ain't about me as the individual, as they say. They care about my reach. This is why I'm shadow banned. This is why most people are shadow banned. And shouts out to the motherfucking people that motherfucking broke through the algorithm to motherfucking get the truth out there and be genuine about what's going on. And not, and you can feel it in your spirit who's real with you and who's not. You just know. And plus the eyes are the windows to the soul. So like you're showing your face and you ain't really like reading from a script and you just really authentic with it and you speaking from the heart and you showing that emotion like, nigga, fuck these motherfuckers. Like Jimmy Dore is like, yo, nigga, I was vaccine injured. Now it's time for me to call these motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? Bam. That's right. Censorship sucks. Right. Fucking NPCs.
And so now this is the ADL. This is APEC. This is your Israeli overlords gonna fine your media companies $5 million for not censoring you.
The irony of having a guy named Bacon on it.
Report this information, it will result in a $5 million fine.
Yeah, it resulted in a $5 million fine. Question. Mark Zuckerberg, y'all remember Mark Zuckerberg coming out saying, I'm sorry for censoring you during the Biden administration. Please forgive me and all this shit. And he said a whole bunch of other shit that I forgot, but I know I covered it. Now you're being fined $5 million. Now, let me tell you something about these social media platforms. They can wipe $5 million like toilet paper. They don't mind losing $5 million. Wow, $5 million. You're going to find me. Okay, cool. So here's what I do. Like if I owned a social media platform and they told me that dumbass shit, I'm going to find you if you don't listen. Find me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to motherfucking go extremely hard. Pause. I'm going to motherfucking open up dialogue on every subject known to motherfucking man on my platform after this shit. Y'all done really fucked up. See, this is why people don't fuck with the government. This is why people don't fuck with big tech, big pharma, all y'all motherfucking evil motherfuckers that want to silence us. It's called social media. We got to be social. No matter what subject it is. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. You should have never made the fucking platform. Or let the platform get into the goddamn door. But here's what's even more crazy, what nobody's not questioning. Social media platforms, part of that shit, CIA, got a hand in that. So I guess social media is saying, nigga, we don't give a fuck about that $5 million fine because, bitch, we got the CIA. So it's bad guys versus other bad guys. I can't stand them either. For real. I think that nigga got like 3 surrogates. Right, it's a First Amendment violation. You feel me? Shout out to building conversation. Yeah, that's a First Amendment violation. And they wilding. They don't want us talking about how fucked up Israel is, how fucked up this government is, how fucked up other countries around the world is to they fucking people. Y'all silence the revolutionary. Y'all silence the extremists. Y'all silence the anarchists. But the ideology is like they gonna fuck their fucking government. Nigga, it's time to take them out. Like they gonna fuck the bullshit. A motherfucker is fed up. Fed the fuck up.
Especially when they pose a threat to America's national security. And we're very proud this bill has the backing of the Anti-Defamation.
I saw the anti-Semitism for the first time when I was 15 years old. I had good parents who taught me it was wrong. But love the last single person. I'm seeing my first incident.
So his parents taught him anti-Semitism is wrong, just not genocide. Isn't that weird? That's weird. They
also didn't tell him what it means.
Yeah, anti-Semitism is wrong, but genocide isn't. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy. Shit fucking crazy.
I guess they could include Arabs, by the way. The word includes Arabs. I can't believe it's used the way it's used.
It's a teenager. If you're on my social media, you can see every day people that are responding back with violence that's clearly anti-Semitic and messages on social media. I even saw an article today was about me, but talking about real posts, how when you were pro-Zionists, right? And you're like, in other words, it's all over social media, and it's unacceptable.
And people having thoughts that we don't like is unacceptable. That's what he's saying. You're not allowed to hate stuff. You're not allowed to hate Zionism or Israel or genocide or any of that stuff or their control of our government. You're not allowed to hate that. That's called hate speech.
When the Jews that aren't happy with Zionism, I'm waiting to see how they handle that. I guess they'll be thrown in the lot with the terrorists.
And
you see how that shit rolled off his tongue? The Jews that are happy with Zionism. I'm about to say Jew. Juju beans, motherfucker. Who remember that?
A little more.
And when was some protests like the last few days? They were violent, right?
The protests were vile. Yeah, guess what? That's called freedom of speech. That's the whole point of freedom of speech. It includes speech that is vile. That's the beauty of America. And if you don't like that we have freedom of speech here, you should go to North Korea or go to Saudi Arabia. Go someplace else that doesn't have freedom of speech. Get the hell out of my country. It's like, oh yeah, I'm all for freedom of speech until you say something I don't like.
Right. I'm not for freedom of speech until you say fuck Joe Biden or fuck my president or like whatever the fuck. Oh yeah, it's freedom of speech until you say fuck the Jews. Oh, it's freedom of speech until you say fuck the government. Kiss my ass. Fuck the government. I hate them. I hate them. In the words of Anakin Skywalker, I hate them.
And not so much.
I think Saudi Arabia let you tweet about Zionism, though.
I bet they would.
You can see the anti-Semitism in their comments and how they were treating some of our members of Congress who are Jewish. I saw that firsthand. That's how I saw them. And so we want to be in a country that makes clear that.
You know what's unacceptable? Censorship of people's hatred. People get to hate shit. And if you don't like what they're saying, don't listen. They
They're already spending their taxes on Israel, whether they like it or not.
Yes.
So for my money, I don't get to say whatever I want. That's interesting.
That's just weird that you're not allowed. So any protest, by the way, of Israel is anti-Semitic. And why are people? I'm not anti-Semitic. I have lots of
Real shit.
Pretty much.
I don't give a fuck what you call me. If I got facts backing up what the fuck I'm saying, you can call me with a fuck whatever. Oh my god, you're an anti-Semite for motherfucking giving me this great fucking truth about how fucked up Israel is, but you're an anti-Semite. So you're just gonna look over the fact that Israel loved genocide their own people. Oh, you're gonna look over the fact that this shit was created in the motherfucking 40s. Oh, you're gonna look over the fact that Nixon was like, we're gonna always fuck with Israel. This was in the 60s when he said that shit. Shouts out to Jordan for putting me up on that. So I'm like, man, fuck Israel, fuck the Jews, fuck this government. Catch me outside. How about that?
I'm not anti them because if I'm anti someone, it's not because they're Jewish. I'm anti them because of their supporting a genocide.
Well,
That would be why.
Because they're Jewish. If you know, like, because they're Jewish, it's very similar to saying it's okay to kill kids because they're Arab. It doesn't work like that. They purposely conflate Zionism. They had, what was that resolution they had in Congress to say it's the same thing? The reason they had that is so this idiot, this Nebraska shit closet case can stand here and go, somebody said, I don't like. He gives no examples of any anti-Semitism except someone against Zionism, which is not Judaism.
And I think you're allowed to hate stuff. You're allowed to be a vile person. I think you should be. You should be. This whole anti-hate speech stuff is just anti-speech. This is that. It's the speech you hate that needs protecting. It's not the speech you like. So if you hate speech, too bad. You have to live with it. And that's how I feel. And someone gets to be an anti-Semite. You get to be whatever you want.
Salute.
You don't get to. I don't want the government fining me for thoughts because that's all that is thought crimes.
You think this will pass? It's pretty egregiously.
Against fucking thought crimes. So he's cool if he was to see my Fuck the Government podcast, knowing that I'm covering his views and shit. Like, oh shit, this nigga doing videos about me, man. Shouts out to Hurricane JW on YouTube. Thank you, Jimmy. Because it's freedom of fucking speech. I have every right to say fuck this government. But if I didn't have nothing to back that shit up, then I'm just talking shit. It's fuck the government for a reason. And I can give you 4 fucking things. This ain't the motherfucking fuck the government podcast, but fuck it, I gotta say it. They're killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, and through disease. Those 4 things should make everybody in this country wild the fuck up and burn this bitch to the ground.
It's the First Amendment. I mean, like, how would they get it passed all the way through?
But I don't know if you can tell in this video, these guys are scared because social media is over the target and the recipients have lost all grace and intelligence and are now just acting like animals barking at anything that moves now. That's what this is because they know social media they can control the corporate media. They can control Wolf Blitzer and Chris Hayes and all of them. They can control Sean Hannity, Rachel Maddow, Anderson Cooper. They're all controlled.
Salute.
Chris Cuomo. They're all controlled, but they can't control social media. And that's what this is about. This is about just what you said before, Kurt.
Yeah. But remember, like I told you, it's a trickle-down effect. The UN and the WEF got to get the governments to push this shit. Because ain't nobody is going to really motherfucking fuck with the UN or the WEF. So they got to force your government to make these laws and bills to fuck with your speech. But let me tell you something. 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 There's some people out there that don't give a fuck and they're arming up and ready to blast this fucking government. From militias to regular motherfuckers in a basement making bombs. We're tired of this shit. It's time for this shit to end. It's time for this shit to stop. Like real shit. Bomb the shit out of these motherfuckers. With our own homemade artillery. Fuck it, go native, guerrilla warfare style. It's going to have to happen for motherfuckers to wake up and realize, oh shit, God and Jesus ain't real. The revolution just started. Let the war begin. I gotta protect my family, or you're gonna be out there on the battlefield with me. However the game go. Like if it will start today, I advise everybody to grab what you got, grab whoever is willing to fight, and y'all take over some blocks and neighborhoods and get them to be like, all right, we all need to work together. Because at the end of the day, I watched The Walking Dead. A lot of motherfuckers from different walks of life got to come together and kill zombies. We have to work together and kill a lot of NPCs, y'all. But the real threat in the whole Walking Dead was actual fucking humans that wasn't zombies. That nigga Negan with Lucille. Little pig. Let me in. That motherfucker Negan. Now, like, for those who haven't read the comic books of Walking Dead, I advise y'all to read the books. The books are a lot better than the show, because the show kind of veers off a little bit. But, you know, but like there was some shit that was in the show that was better than the book. But oh my God, you gotta read that book. I gotta read the book.
Hillary Clinton said, we've got to start censoring or we're going to lose complete control. And that's what this is. That's what this is.
Yeah, we're going to lose complete control. How are you losing complete control over a nigga's speech? Oh, you all must be really afraid of a nigga saying, let's click up and destroy the government. That's the only reason why y'all doing this. I have no other explanation on why. I have no other explanation on why y'all censoring them on people. Unless y'all don't want no revolution. Nigga, it's in the words of Mr. Motherfucking Smith from the fucking Matrix. It's inevitable. I'm inevitable. You can kill me today, but you can never kill an idea. For real, for real. My fucking energy has been circulating through this bitch since I became a revolutionary. My energy is there. Only thing a person got to do is just grab it, gravitate, pause, pause again for safety. But God damn, you're killing me with this shit. I can't even make a compassionate speech without saying pause. But anyway. Fuck the government. Fuck the UN. Fuck the WEF.
The fear. These guys are afraid. And they're acting at the behest of their AIPAC donors. This is Israel panicking. This is the Zionists panicking.
And look at this creep, by the way.
And fuck Israel too. Because I forgot the name of the bitch that said it, but she was on a panel full of people talking about the threat to Israel is young black boys. And I'm like, what the fuck does young black boys got to do with what's going on another side of the fucking planet? Oh yeah, let's lead back to my revolution. These young black boys going to get motherfucking taught by hurricane. They're going to destroy the government over there, and that's going to fuck up the money for over here. Or am I tripping? Because I'm not... Man, oh my fucking God. I know I'm not fucking crazy.
It's dumb story. Nebraska, did you say? Home of the Franklin scandal? Well, that's telling.
Right.
Still screaming about anti-Semitism and defending Zionism makes you look like a piece of it to the world, because you are.
Yeah. Hey, how about the Epstein files? I hate to bring that up. You guy from the Nebraska Franklin Scandal State.
Here's what Glenn Greenwald says. He says there was a full consensus on the right for the last decade that big tech censorship was a great evil, especially if pressured and demanded by the U.S. government. That was a tenet of the right. All that changed when it came time to censor for Israel. We were very proud the bill has the backing of the ADL. That's what they're saying. So these people who, for the last decade, they were all against the worst thing in the world was censorship online, especially if it was pressured to be censored by the government. And now they're proud of it. So whatever. So again, most of the MAGA people that I come in contact with are not on board for this stuff. Most of the MAGA people are not on board for the Israel projects. They're not on board for Zionism. They're against the genocide, and they're against Trump and the administration and our government being cucks to the AIPAC lobby. They are, and Benjamin Netanyahu. So that's most of the people I know. Most of the MAGA people.
So can I knock it away with Cole?
Oh yeah, and fuck the WHO. I forgot about them. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. And fuck the World Health Organization. Those bastards ain't shit.
Wouldn't Bilbo not a Jew anymore? Is that what this bill means?
I think that's what this bill means. Well, what they would do is if they don't censor you and kick you off their like Twitter, then you're going to get a $5 million fine. That's what they want to have happen. Not you, but the social media platform. So they're trying
to collect all that.
So the bill would mandate that social media companies work with the federal government to implement moderation policies that curb the speech of groups the government designates as terrorists. So that's all. Again, all they have to do is say they'll say you're the biggest terrorist groups in the world are environmental groups. They call it eco-terrorism.
Yeah.
So that's what they arrested the lady from Democracy Now! They said she was an eco-terrorist, right? Because she was out there protesting against a pipeline going through Native American land. And so they just said they're all eco-terrorists. And then they don't get any rights. You can lock them up for all you want. They don't have to do it. If they call you a terrorist, then you don't get habeas corpus. They can give you indefinite detention, meaning they don't have to charge you with a crime.
And this is why I am going out in a blaze of fucking glory. You're not taking me nowhere with no fucking trial. Oh, like we locking you up for conspiracy or we it's like, no, it's none of that. Nigga, y'all here because I've talked shit about y'all organizations with an S. And y'all not taking me alive. So, if y'all don't want to blow up here, I advise y'all to get the fuck away. Because I'm going to open up my shirt and it's going to be a bomb strapped to my motherfucking chest. I'm like, nigga, we all could go. And as a matter of fact, I'll scare their ass and just run towards all the whole fucking crowd of cops and feds and just release the motherfucking detonator. Who gives a shit? You know? Fucking God.
That's the world we live in now. That's what indefinite detention means. They'd be required to provide regular reports to the U.S. Attorney General. Those that don't.
But shouts out to JVJ because like he's ex-military. Shout out to JVJ. This motherfucker was like, yeah, nigga, you going straight to Guantanamo, nigga. You ain't going to prison. Now, coming from a nigga that knows about that side. Yeah, nigga, I know. They're like, nigga, you are going. It's like, nigga, you're going straight to Guantanamo. Do not pass jail. Do not pass prison. Do not pass go. You will not collect $200. You're going straight to Guantanamo. But they ain't taking me alive.
Comply would be fined $5 million each day that they refuse. Bacon, the guys that what a great name.
Oh damn! It said $5 million each day. I didn't watch this whole video. I thought it was just 5 million and it was just gonna back off. So it's 5 million each day. So nigga, that's extortion. That's extortion. Can nobody get sued for this shit? Ain't nobody gonna. What the fuck, nigga? That's extortion. One time, okay. Even though it's extortion, man, but like one time, all right, I'll pay that 5 million. Ain't shit. It's toilet paper. But 5 million every day. So now they're gonna see who's gonna crack under pressure. But most of these social media platforms are billionaires, right? They can pay that shit off 5 years in advance, probably 5, 10, 20, 30. God damn, they said 5 million a day. So that's 5 times 30. I mean, yeah. 5 times 30. Woo, nigga, that's $150 million a month, right? Let me know in the comments. I might be wrong. But god damn. So now it's 150 times 12 if they're gonna ride out the whole year. God damn, nigga, fuck the government on that shit.
We want to be in a country that makes clear that anti-Semitism or any kind of racism is repugnant, unacceptable, not allowed in an online space. And we have zero tolerance for it. I agree with half of it. That anti.
The views and opinions expressed on this commercial program are not associated with This video is sponsored by Dollar Store headphones. Get you some Dollar Store headphones now. Only one ear work.
Semitism or racism, that they are repugnant, but they shouldn't be censored.
Because who gets means a lot of things.
Who gets
Right,
to decide?
right. As much as the crazy shit I say on my platform, I shouldn't be censored. Real shit. Or shadow banned. Or demonetized. Or get my shit blocked.
Who gets to decide what's anti-Semitic? Who gets to decide what's racist? Who gets to decide? Now, are jokes going to be censored? The whole so again, you're going to appoint a board to decide what is it's it's going to be the ADL or maybe Dave Portnoy. Yeah. However, other statements from the lawmakers make clear that their definition of anti-Semitism goes far beyond expression of hatred or calls for violence against Jewish people. No kidding. As Matthew Petty wrote for the Libertarian magazine Reason.
Yeah, no kidding. Because most of those Jews was part of that goddamn COVID. Yeah, all those names. We could do all y'all niggas that was on that list like the healthcare CEO got done. Broad daylight, nighttime, evening time, coming out the motherfucking bar, coming from a burrito hut. Nigga, light your ass the fuck up. Scared ass bitches. Y'all the scaredest bitches I know. And here's why. Y'all motherfuckers have to change your name to get in the movies. And we have to find out later on that some of y'all old school ass actors from the 30s, 40s, and 50s with Jews. But y'all made some great shit though, nigga. Y'all made some great motherfucking shit. Twilight Zone and shit, you know what I'm saying? James Bond, a couple shits, you know what I'm saying? You know, a couple shows and sci-fi and you know, some great shit. But it's like, let me change my name. I don't want them to know I'm a Jew. Because after this motherfucking World War II incident, man, I don't want nobody to. I was like, bitch, you should have been a part of Project Paperclip. But your ass want to be an actor.
The specific idea that Bacon had in mind was anti-Semitism, and he made clear that it includes criticism of the state of Israel. That's anti-Semitic.
Fuck Israel! Yay!
So now they can censor you. At the press conference, Bacon explicitly referenced recent protests against Israel's policy of starvation in Gaza. That's the problem, not the starvation in Gaza. Yeah. I saw protests out here the last 2 days that were vile, right? He said they were. You can see the anti-Semitism in their comments and how they were treating some of our members of Congress who are Jewish. I saw that firsthand. So live with it.
Are you going to read the comments? No? You're just going to say you saw some comments. I'm supposed to believe you?
I think the current definition of anti-Semitism includes not having personally killed a Palestinian.
Yeah.
I haven't killed a Palestinian. Well, you're an anti-Semite. Bacon, he also suggested that merely stating opposition to pro-Israel congresspeople, including himself, constitutes anti-Semitism. Do you see what's happening? This is like what the left was doing for the last 10 years on steroids. I even saw an article today, it was about me, but talking about we have to oppose congressmen who are pro-Zionist, right? It's all over our social media, and it's unacceptable. No, it's very acceptable.
Opposing this congressman is what made him realize he had to act immediately. Is that what he literally just said? Exactly.
So there's going to be a list of things on the tombstone of Zionism, and one of them is going to be hyperbole, because that's what this is. When you say that criticizing someone's Israeli policy is anti-Semitic, that is unbelievable hyperbole.
And Bacon, I'm going to say way worse things about you very shortly on social media. Don't get, pace yourself getting upset.
The two congressmen were also at the forefront of calls for the U.S. government to ban TikTok, which Gothamer said was being used by the Chinese Communist Party to boost anti-Israel and pro-Hamas videos in the United States. They don't want you being able to have free speech. They don't want you to be able to say what you want to say. That's all this is. This is control. These are thought crimes. You're allowed to hate shit. You can hate whatever you want. You're allowed to be a racist in America. We're going to start putting people in jail because you say they're racist? They would also have introduced legislation that would criminalize efforts to boycott Israel products. Greenblatt, who spoke alongside the two legislators on Wednesday, has explicitly said that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. No, it's not.
Explicitly is not.
It explicitly is not. Exactly right.
You know what a scumbag group ADL from its inception? What an evil group it is. It was to cover up for some scumbag child molester that they pretend was innocent and he was not. And that's not why it's called the innocent. It's not called the Innocence Project. It's called anti-defamation because they're saying this.
I feel you.
This guy basically framed a lower black employee like a janitor for the crime he did, and a coalition in the deep south of black and white people hung the guy. That's back in segregation time. That's how scummy the guy. So his very rich family formed this organization, which is why we can't acknowledge the Armenian genocide to this day, because the ADL, when Abe Foxman was there, was like he lobbied to not recognize any other Holocaust but the main one.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst, most evil groups that ever existed.
We are gathered here today to discuss
It's us versus them.
matters of national importance and to reaffirm our
Yeah.
It's one of the worst, most evil groups that ever existed.
Though he's faced criticism for this stance, including from members of the ADL itself, he has only continued to double down. And you can double down on comedy this Sunday. And
I hope this shit starts tomorrow.
Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. In one infamous exchange during the outbreak of pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses in 24, Greenblatt suggested that students wearing kafifas, I don't know how you say that, a kind of scarf commonly worn by Palestinians, were doing the equivalent of wearing a swastika.
Oh, let's make laws around your Woody Allen neurosis, maniac.
Yeah, right?
You know what that means? We can see
You know, at one time, I might have told the ADL to stop doing all this, but I've come to realize that nothing will shorten their tenure in this world faster than just letting them go right ahead and tell everyone who they really are. They're censorious, crazy, murderous, genociding fascists.
Yeah.
That's what they are. You are the fascists. There's only two kinds of people who are surrounding these people now. They're the ones who are looking for a way out of an association with them, and the ones who want to get rid of you to save their own name. You're encircled by a Shakespearean group of frenemies.
Yeah.
By the way, the original name of the Zionists who founded Israel, it was the Zionist Fascist Party because they were fascists. They just dropped the fascist part later after the war, but they were called the Zionist Fascists, not just Zionists. That's the original name of the people that founded Israel, the Zionist Fascists.
And I wouldn't have known any of this stuff if it wasn't for how they responded to the October 7th attacks, which they enabled and financed. They certainly financed. Who's they? Benjamin Netanyahu and the Israeli government.
Meanwhile, Greenblatt's the good deli that I liked in LA closes down, and this asshole still works.
Greenblatt's closed?
Yes, that's it.
Next to the Laugh Factory?
Yes.
So what's in there now?
I don't know, nothing. That was my favorite one that was by me. I didn't like the one Cantor stinks. Greenblatt was so much better. Completely gone. And yet this Greenblatt still goes on.
See, it's an
Yep. And speaking of Greenblatt, I think I talked about Jonathan Greenblatt before. I think years ago. I forgot who put me up on Jonathan Greenblatt. But yeah. Now do I got one more? Oh yeah, I forgot we got to talk about Dr. Fuckboy, Dr. Fauci. Yeah. This motherfucker got a motherfucker arrested. This motherfucker was about to sue Bill Gates and a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of people over the motherfucking COVID vax and shit. A Dutch lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't even over here in America. This over there. I forgot where, but I ain't watched the whole thing. I think I watched maybe like 2-3 minutes, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk about this. This is the HHN special report.
So a lawyer that is suing Bill Gates and the head of Pfizer, Borla, for the COVID vax injuries.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. He's suing Bill Gates and a whole bunch of people. I thought Dr. Fauci was on the list, but hashtag fuck Dr. Fauci. I think I got it wrong. I'm high.
Has just been arrested and imprisoned
Damn.
in the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands. Somebody in the chat from the Netherlands. Was that So Alma? Yeah. So it was probably in her news. Like, yo, some Dutch motherfucker got arrested for suing Bill Gates and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers over the motherfucking Pfizer, Moderna.
big pharma reaches far. So the Netherlands goes full fascist in a Gestapo reminiscent late night arrest of attorney Arno van Kessel 1 month before trial against Bill Gates and ours is set to begin. That's from the McCullough Foundation. McCullough, the guy who told you the truth about COVID and the vaccine and got everything right. That guy, the guy they tried to disband, and censor. That guy. Yeah. So Dutch lawyer Arno van Kessel was set to lead a major lawsuit against Bill Gates, Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla, and former WEF chair Klaus Schwab over COVID policies and vaccine injuries, was arrested in a military-style raid in January.
Yeah, it's like they can arrest Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab. I'm suing all those motherfuckers. I thought Fauci was on that list. I got to probably change my title.
Without charges, this guy says sounds like Democrats, doesn't it? It sounds like the new liberals, I'll tell you that. So I went to Grok, actually, we asked Grok about this. Yes, Arno van Kessel was arrested June 11th, 2025, in a raid by Dutch special forces, blindfolded and detained in Bot prison on suspicions of anti-institutional activities and potential violence, not actual violence.
Oh, we should get the guys from the China show to talk about that.
Wow, potential violence. Wow. They could get me. It's like, oh yeah, like that motherfucker talking about blowing up shit. Get that motherfucker. Get hurricane. So I can't go to the Netherlands without getting hemmed up and blindfolded. And they tell me potential. That's like saying we lock you up for conspiracy to start the revolution. Kiss my ass. They got voice recognition to do AI shit. They probably already got my voice and face somewhere. Oh yeah, we saw you here. And plus, they say, they don't really do a trial. So like they'll probably show you a CGI video that they created, try to show you to make you look like you crazy. I'm like, nigga, y'all know darn well I wasn't there. But y'all doing this for entertainment. Like, oh my God, nigga, I ain't taking it that far. Nigga. Y'all ain't hemming me up, nigga. Y'all gonna have to, in the words of Jim Carrey from the Truman Show, you're gonna have to kill me.
Yeah, the West is.
Extended 90 days. So then they extended his arrest, his imprisonment, 90 days without formal charges. So that's what habeas corpus was. That's the thing that was in the.
So 90 days, no charges. Now you got to sue the whole court system. Or best bet, nigga, just leave the fucking country, bro. Just leave the country. If you ain't about that life, ready to go get your revenge, rather through a lawsuit or through bloodshed, just get your motherfucking, pack your bags, get your shit, and get the fuck out that country. Get the fuck on.
Magna Carta, because that's what dictators did.
Salute.
Is they would put people in prison and not charge them. So that you have to be able to have, you have a right to a speedy trial. You have all, and you have to be.
Facts. They do got inbreeding genomes, yeah.
That's none of that. So they're doing all that stuff. All that stuff that you're not supposed to do, they're doing at the behest of Bill Gates and the WEF. So, timing. A month before his lawsuit against Gates, Boyle, and Schwab over vaccine injuries suggests possible suppression, though officials cite security risks. The July 9 trial proceeded with a co-lawyer, Peter Stassen. So what was the text that you got? What did it say? Anything interesting, Kurt?
Just that guy went to jail. You just showed it.
Yeah. So that guy's in jail. And if you'd like to hear me make fun of COVID and the vaccines, you can come hear me this Sunday, August 3rd in Oxnard, California, or in Vancouver, Calgary, and Edmonton later in the month, or over in Chicago. We'll see you there.
You got to plug yourself. All right, you want to see me roast COVID? Come to these shows.
I'm doing free Arno van Kessel is his name. The lead lawyer.
On the Netherlands.
Salute.
Doing something. What was the crazy wording of that? It was insane.
That they were. Oh, you want to hear what the?
Yeah. The charge was something like sounds out of comedy.
So the charge, suspicions of anti-institutional activities.
And
Suspicions of anti-institutional activity. Suspicions. Now, put me in that case. Suspicions of anti-government shit.
potential violence
And
because
potential violence.
And potential violence. So me probably making this podcast right now and saying I'm gonna fuck this government up will give the fucking Dutch government a reason to fucking raid my shit, blindfold me, and take me to a spot for 90 days and put up this bogus shit, all because I'm going after Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, and another motherfucker. Oh yeah, this is how you know these are the powerful people of the planet, right?
Says he's suing them. And you know, silence is violence. So hey, let me see what this guy. So I've seen this video. Let's see what this guy has to say.
So you were actually at the courthouse when this case started just a few days ago. I know that Bill Gates had tried to get the charges thrown out, the Dutch court refused. But now the lawyer in question is kind of missing in action because he's being held by Dutch authorities. What did you see there? What are people saying? What are
I'm
people
going to
thinking?
Poland.
So I don't know how much people know something about the case, but let's go back to the beginning. First and foremost, I think people really need to understand that this is a civil case against Bill Gates, against the former Prime Minister of the Netherlands and now the Secretary General of NATO, Mark Rutte, against Burla. And the accusations are very severe. We're talking about, according to the lawyers, not just crimes against humanity. They were saying that this is the biggest genocide that we've ever faced in human history. And it's very particular that the lawyer who was actually forwarding this lawsuit has been arrested only a couple of days before the lawsuit took place. And the way they did it was horrendous. In the middle of the night, with a special elite military force, they entered his house, they blindfolded him, they lifted him from the bed, and now he's being put somewhere, actually in the best secured prison in the Netherlands. And only a couple of days ago, so 1 month after he was detained, he was able to have contact with his wife. But can you imagine the trauma that his family had to face to be used or to be seen as a terrorist, because they really used the terrorist unity to arrest him? And the accusations that they're making against him is saying that he is a sovereigntist, that emphasis that he wouldn't recognize and doesn't acknowledge organizations or governmental bodies, which is absurd because this is a man defending the law. So there are false accusations, and it's very clear that whoever is behind this, and I have a gut feeling that this has to be either Bill Gates or Mark Rutte, are trying to silence him. I mean, the timing couldn't be more off than they tried to actually obstruct this lawsuit.
I still gotta finish the God series, bruh. Like whatever, like whatever you see, God of Fire, God of Wind, God of Storms, like that's like that's what the 3 projects remind you. I'm doing 3 albums at one time. I ain't dropping those singles. You dropping the singles, nigga. But it's your album coming. I'm still working on mine. But like to answer your question, but I know I'm dropping a 2 project album after this. I think I said either The Breath of the Ancestors and The Wrath of the Ancestors, but I might just change it up. I might just call it Kane's Manifesto 1 and 2. And then the last maybe 2 albums will probably be a two album project, I think I might call the last one The Last Hurrah, or just call it Hurricane the Style Master and just like reinvent myself again. I'm not really sure. I like that name. That shit rolls off my tongue. Hurricane the Style Master. I like that because I mastered all the styles. And the only reason why I even came up with that was because shouts out to Bearded. Like he had a guest on. And that was Hurricane. That's the one with all the styles. And then the shit just rung into my head. It was like Style Master. Shouts out to Myers Eye. Shouts out to Frank. SpaceX doing test runs, Operation Earthquake. Okay. That's something to look up for a Fuck the Government podcast. I just dropped the album at the DP and the song with you. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I keep on forgetting, like you a singer, and I forgot like singers can make less tracks. Like I forgot about that. Like I'm used to 16 to 19 track albums, I forgot like singers can drop 5 or 6 songs and kick back, But like me personally, I like singers that make at least maybe like I could say 13 songs. 13 songs, 2 skits, and an interlude. So it'll put you up at 16. You know what I'm saying? You got the intro, just talking, interlude, talking to a chick, and the outro is like, thanks for coming, to the show. Hope y'all enjoyed the album type shit. Like you like filler shit. Yeah, you're right, Kay. Can't wait for your next. So you want me to do that next album? Oh no. Follow your heart. Follow your heart, because at the end of the day, motherfuckers be working and life be lifing. So whatever you feel, man, whatever you feel. But what you can do is challenge yourself. You know, like you said, you was gonna do anyway. You like try new projects and try to be creative. So like you're already on it. You know, the real talk. You know, I don't even really need to say nothing. You got it. But if I can critique, I never heard you make a full structured R&B track before. I would love to hear you make an actual genuine formatted R&B song. What do I mean by that? What I mean is you have a creative, unique style. It's like spoken word, R&B, neo soul. But your verse format, it sounds like you singing 16 bars instead of singing 4 and then go off into a bridge and then go into a hook, or 4 to 6 bars, go into the hook, then go back to the verse, 4 to 6 bars, and then go to a bridge, and then like it was like formatted. And like I used to, like look in like the lyric books of all singers, and it was always that type of format. It's either 4 bars or 6 bars, and then a chorus. I mean, and then another verse, 4 to 6 bars, then it go into another hook, and then sometimes after the hook, it'll go into a nice ass bridge, and the bridge is 4 bars, sometimes 6, depending on how long the beat is. And then it goes off into the hook, and the hook is repeated, like twice or 3 times. Okay, boo. You want me to do it? Yeah, I just never heard you on that format. So I'm like, you know what? I know you would kill it. I'm like, shit, I kill it. Because it's a fucking parody song. You know what I'm saying? But but it's the same format. So like go back, listen to some old school shit, and like listen to when they stop their verse. Be like, okay, that was 4 bars. Okay, that was a 6-bar verse. All right, what was next? Then might go into a hook, or might go into a bridge. Like study the format. Because I used to write in paragraph form, and then it used to kind of fuck me up, like when it came to like reading off the paper, or like trying to memorize, it kind of fucked me up. So when I learned to number the paper 1 through 16 and just start writing, I'm like, okay, that's a bar, that's what they mean by bar, because you're rapping on top of the line, which is a bar. So I'm like, bet it up, and learning about that format, and learning about vocab, style, delivery, learning about versatility, learning about like yo mastered a lot. But real shit, I know you got it in you. Your style is creative and unique, and you already got a lot of fucking creative and unique songs. So now, like when they finally hear you rap on the same format as an R&B singer or a neo soul singer, with the with the 4 to 6 bar verses, and going to a bridge, and going to a hook, or going to a hook, then to a bridge, and back to a verse. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be able to play with it and switch it around. You would kill that shit. That shit'll sound better than Seal. Baby, like a thing you would get from Batman Forever soundtrack. That motherfucking shit. Niggas ain't up on Seal.
I mean, the timing couldn't be more of than they tried to actually obstruct.
Yeah, you do. And that's the cool thing about what makes you cold. It's like you still got the R&B part, you still got the bridge, you still got your courses, but it's just not formatted in the same format as in real R&B song. But that's the good thing because it's creative and unique. You're singing a 16-bar verse sometimes. So it's like, yo, this is cold. And real shit, without even changing it, a person could automatically think that your first 6 bars is your verse, and then like the last 6 bars is a bridge, and then you still add a bridge. Like it's all about perception because the shit's still cold. Like motherfuckers not expecting that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I make sure the spoken word, R&B, and neo soul.
And you asked me from the beginning, what did you see? Well, I saw a lot of people who simply wanted to have questions, answers. They wanted to know the truth. Is this COVID vaccine truly there intended to help us, or was it used against us as a bioweapon? And it shouldn't be absurd to ask these questions in a democracy.
Exactly. Exactly. Fuck that. Keep the creative, unique style. But like what I meant by format is after all the songs we listening to, like from the I guess from the time where we first listened to music, R&B music, and then like we like read the books of the song lyrics, you see a similar format in each book. It's either 4 to 6 verses and a bridge and a hook, or 4 to 6 verses, a hook, then a verse, then a bridge, then back to the hook to ride out the song. Like it was always a Michael Jackson, the shit, 112, Jagged Edge. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But at the same time, Christian, you're right. Fuck the format. Change the game, be different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes Jordan cold too. But I want you to master all of the aspects of that fucking realm. So you fuck around and be a fucking ghostwriter for motherfuckers and get the real money. You dig? I'm a style master for a reason. Because if this shit don't work out, guess what? Hurricane will be ghostwriting for your favorite artist, and you would never even fucking know who it is.
Everybody should be entitled to ask questions and also be entitled to get an answer to it, because that is what the civil case is about. Can we let independent experts be on trial and answer questions? Because these people, they're former vice president advisor. One of them is a former advisor to Bush, to present a new narrative. Because we have been pushed with the narrative that the COVID vaccines were good of us based on worldwide consensus by some experts, which of course isn't the case. So people are upset and they demand the truth.
Yeah, I think it's good that people are doing that. It's absolutely unbelievable to see this happening. This is the kind of stuff you expect in third world banana republics, not in a supposedly advanced country like the Netherlands.
Exactly. Good is broke the rules, yeah.
Where does this go from here?
So they said that the court will wait 6 weeks to actually see whether they will continue this trial, which means at least 5 independent experts will be given the opportunity to present their evidence.
Just get trying to criticism. I'm like, look. I'm just saying, just learn it. Just learn it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, like me was rapping regular, and then I learned about the fast style. It's just like, consider it training to motherfucking like master a style that was already there. You know what I'm saying? But like master it better than the original motherfuckers. It's like Prince said, study the greats and become greater. I break it out of the door. That's good. Got to break out of it and be unique. I'm just saying, learn this shit so you can have more bullets in the chamber. You feel me? It's just sharpening your sword, staying sharp. You know what I'm saying? Just mastering it in all forms because we love this shit so much. Like we love music. We love this shit. So it's like, why not master it in all fields and all aspects? Can't think I'm around like you're an artist like me. You're an artist. You're an artiste. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Because motherfuckers digging our shit. Motherfuckers digging our shit like a motherfucker. And it's that motherfucking Midwest Southern Soul shit. And I think, that should be the name of our project, Midwest Southern Soul. That shit called. This motherfucker makes more songs, and I guess you'll have like an 8-track EP. Because I think we got like 4 songs.
That the COVID vaccine was a bioweapon, but we still have to wait for the next 4 weeks. And in the meantime, Arnold Gesso, who essentially is a hero because he's trying to just to get the truth out.
Okay, like that, coach. We see the best in you. You're the best. Nothing's gonna never keep you down. You're the best.
Sacrificing his own life for it. He's still being detained. There's very little known how he's doing. We hope he has a good lawyer who's also being appointed by the government. So there's some shady businesses going on in the meantime.
Yeah, there absolutely are. And if you have not been watching us regularly, just maybe a year or two ago, we had on this program international law professor Francis Boyle from the University of Illinois, who actually wrote the implementing legislation for the UN Convention on Biological Weapons, passed unanimously by the U.S. House, unanimously by the U.S. Senate. And he said unequivocally these COVID vaccines were bioweapons under the definition enshrined in our federal laws and under the definition in this international convention. So I'm not surprised that they want to silence the lawyer in this case.
So no, I'm not. By the way, it was developed by.
Let's go back again.
Are doing that. It's absolutely unbelievable to see this happening. This is the kind of stuff you expect in third world banana republics, not in a supposedly advanced country like the Netherlands. Truly, truly astounding. So what comes next, Scarlett? Where does this go from here?
So they said that the court will wait 6 weeks to actually see whether they will continue this trial, which means that these 5 independent experts will be given the opportunity to present their evidence that the COVID vaccine was a bioweapon. But we still have to wait for the next 4 weeks. And in the meantime, Arnold Gesso, who essentially is a hero because he's trying to just to get the truth out and sacrificing his own life for it, he's still being detained. There's very little known how he's doing. We hope he has a good lawyer who's also being appointed by the government. So there's some shady businesses going on in the meantime.
Yeah, there absolutely are. And folks, if you have not been watching us regularly, just maybe a year or two ago, we had on this program international law professor Francis Boyle from the University of Illinois, who actually wrote the implementation of the UN Convention on Biological Weapons for bioweapons under the definition enshrined in our federal laws and under the definition.
So no, I'm not. Now that Anthony Fauci, there was a pause put on the research.
Yeah, they go Fauci name. Yep.
That created the COVID virus, and Anthony Fauci just took that money and went through a CIA cutout called Eco Health Alliance and kept funding it. So, and where's that money coming from? If it's for the CIA, that's DARPA. That's the Defense Department. So, there's a lot of credibility when they say this was developed as a bioweapon. I'd like to see it go to court, and let's have.
Yeah, bioweapon goes back to Resident Evil, y'all. It goes back to Resident fucking Evil. That shit is wild.
A decision by a court. Was it a bioweapon?
A lot of credibility now that they arrested that guy like a terrorist for being a lawyer in a civil case.
In a civil case.
Big tell right there. And if one of the bad guy countries like China did that, oh my God, it would be all over how terrible China is. But remember Curb Your Soul's Need for Freedom announcement when we played that China video?
Yeah.
Remember the rumors going around that they were harvesting organs from still alive patients? Remember that?
Turns out we're doing that.
America does that.
America does that.
It turns out America's been doing that.
Yeah. So this is your great Western world. This is your Western culture, just acting like the biggest. People like to call people fascists and communists, acting like that. That's exactly what they did. They canceled elections when they didn't have the elections didn't turn out the way they wanted. They did that.
Ukraine can't have elections because Zelensky might not win because. I've heard rumors, I don't want to say these are a fact, but I've heard the 48 to 50-year-old infantry is getting demoralized.
Yeah, they won't even allow elections in Ukraine. They cancel the elections in Romania when they don't turn out the way they want. If someone's against the war, they nullify the election and they put in puppets. They now made it illegal for free speech in the European Union. They
shot President of Slovakia for wanting to investigate
this. That's right.
This guy got off light.
So, and now they're imprisoning lawyers who want to question their corporate overlords. So this whole thing about the Western culture is better than anybody else's culture is really taking some serious blows because the Western culture forced experimental medical treatments on people or they couldn't go to work. They couldn't go to school. They used human beings as guinea pigs. That's supposed to be.
Wait in line, Jimmy.
That's what we said we wouldn't do after Nuremberg. That's what
We had to wait behind Israel, who got tested on first.
That's right.
That's what being the chosen ones gets you in Israel. They experiment on you first, and then us.
Yeah, you were chosen to be a guinea pig in a big pharma experiment on a platform, and we had to change the definition of what a vaccine is just to convince you to take it.
Yeah.
If you're a hostage, you'll starve to death with Hamas, and you'll watch these fat idiots not notice. And then if you do talk about it, they'll beat you with the idea. What a garbage civilization we have.
Well, if you want to hear me make fun of it and all these COVID jokes, I'll be doing it this Sunday.
I'll be doing it this Sunday. Oh yeah, nah. Oh shit. But what I forgot to mention though, Jay, when it comes to doing it in that format, your producer has to be like on point. Like, like for example, like you get a beat from the producer and you in the zone and you singing. As soon as that beat change, that's when you go into the bridge, or that's when you go into the hook. Because it starts off nice, mellow, and then when that beat like change after the fourth or sixth verse, that's when you go into it. You know what I'm saying? And plus if you listen to old R&B songs, you will hear the change in the beat when the bridge come on. You will hear a change in the beat when the hook come on. But if the shit don't change, Jay, stick to doing what you're doing. That's what I forgot to say. Stick to just going with the flow. All right. But just challenge yourself. But like it's like riding with the beat. Just staying with that bitch. All right, bitch, you changing, I'm changing. But like the producer and the singer gotta have chemistry. Like I forgot about that part. Like a person be like, yo, I'm making these beats specifically for you type shit. They smacked that 300-pound Muhammad. Hell no. But this is the HHN special report. I covered some shit. You know what I'm saying? I was here a little longer than usual, but it's all good. It's all good. I had to get all this shit out because I did a Fuck the Government podcast. So like that's how I do the HHN. Now next shit is gonna be dropping. I'm about to drop some music. I got 2 tracks to drop. And I'm just still trying to master it and make sure my breathing is right, like for the fast track, because I gotta make sure my breathing is tight. And that's how you really master a fast track. You gotta control your breathing. So yeah. Yo, I am in a hyperbolic time chamber. I just have to step out and make this live real quick. You know what I'm saying? But now I gotta go back in there and drop some shit. Then get ready for work. Tigers is playing right now. Shit, damn, I don't think I can work on some music because I'm gonna definitely lose track of time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cook something real quick, make some lunch. You already know. Yep. About to live stream out there. I eat. That's what's up. But shouts out to everybody coming through. Shouts out to Jordan. You might need to drop it tomorrow. Yeah, but it all depends because I got a midnight shift, so I'm about to sleep. And then I gotta wake up. I think I got another couple more days of this Tiger shit. The shit might get dropped on the weekend. I might drop at least one of the tracks on the weekend. Because I got a slower track that I'm working on, but that fast track got to get dropped. It might be on the weekend though. But shouts out. Shouts out to Crystal. It's cool. Much love to you too. Legged too. You already know. It might be the playoffs. Yeah, shit, it might. Love you to the family. That's what's up. Who else was here? Shouts out to Frank. Shouts out to who else was in here? I know I saw some more people. Shouts out to Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye popped up. Shouts out. Shouts out. Shouts out. Shouts out to Max Vision. Was good. Shouts out to Nicholas. I got a cousin named Nicholas. Shouts out to Leonardo Judah. You already know. Shouts out to In the Groove. Who else was in here? I think that was it. I think the first three people was Crystal, In the Groove. Salute, bro. I can't pronounce that. Is that Mama Toast? Shouts out to So Amber. Yes, I think, yeah, So Amber's from the Netherlands. Yeah, they locked the motherfucker up over there for suing Fauci, Klaus Schwab, and some other motherfucker. They wildin'. And shouts out to Octavius Prime. They wildin'. And shouts out to Brother Rafe. You already know. And I think that was it. Oh, no. Shouts out to Big Dog Philly OG. Yep, that was it. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Y'all the truth. And you know how we always end the HHN special report. We got to end it with Redman. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black tech nine on the baseline, looking at hype shit. I never claimed to be the best type of rapper, but have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. Beef after that, Herbert KG packs the gat, son. Blah. This the HHN special report.